Why does targeting specific audiences work better for Sony than it does for Pixar? My short about why Pixar movies are divisive was, well, divisive. I said Pixar's shift from telling stories for the general audience into telling them for specific audiences has hurt them a bit. And a lot of comments called me out because I literally praised Sony for the thing I complained Pixar was doing. So why is one okay but the other isn't? One reason is because each of Sony's new movies targets a specific fandom. Whether that's sports, K-pop, or superheroes, they're made for people who have a common interest. The two Pixar movies I pointed out are most relatable to people of specific backgrounds, aside from Turning Red tapping into the boy band fandom. But a lot of people pointed out that they weren't from those backgrounds and still found those films relatable, citing that they did have universal themes. So let me get into another reason why I dislike these movies: the way they handle their themes. Elemental bugged me a bit, since not only was its race allegory flawed from the start, but it felt like it tried to portray people who aren't immigrants as rude or ignorant, which as a non-immigrant, I can see what they were trying to do and still feel like, ouch, that's what these writers think I'm like? That's honestly a minor gripe though. Turning Red is so much worse. The daughter is insufferable, yet the mom is the one who has to change, which can feel anti-parent for the audience of parents. I also much prefer Inside Out 2's handling of puberty that doesn't get into specifics. No comments, I would not like this plot point better if she'd been a guy. I would also find that weird and uncomfortable. You can argue these movies, mostly Turning Red, are supposed to subvert and challenge ideas, but I'd argue that's also why they're divisive. They're made for a specific audience, but unlike Sony's fandom-friendly movies, they're also a bit anti-certain audiences. Then there's also the writing quality. Tons of people pointed out that they were fine with these movies' themes, but found the films themselves badly written, and I think they're right. Tons of Disney Pixar films are about certain ethnicities, yet appeal to everyone because they're well written. At the end of the day, if you still disagree with me and love these films, that's great. Divisive doesn't mean everyone hates them. It means many do love them, so don't let my takes ruin yours. Those are just my thoughts, so please tell me yours in the comments.